And we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Sharon Spence, thank you for being the first one here this morning. Uh, you've been here for quite a while. Carrie Ann Jones, thank you for being the first one as well. Crystal G and Stash, big up yourself. Thank you for tuning in early. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck drivers, public bus drivers. Shout out to the train drivers. Shout out to everybody going out to work this morning, essential workers, medical field personnel, law enforcement personnel. Shout out to everybody out there. Got your feet on the ground this morning. It's another day to get up, get out, and get something. And here we are on another Morning Thoughts. The year is winding down. Today is the 29th. We only have like 2 days left, and then it's done. How many people kept up with their New Year's resolution for 2022? How many people accomplished all the things they set out to accomplish for 2022? Did you get it or did you not get it? Are you going to have New Year's resolutions for 2023, or you're just going to say, it never works out that way for me anyways, so I'm just going to see what 2023 brings. This morning, we have, you know what? I was so up and so ready this morning to say, it's the freaking weekend, babe. Because I'm thinking it's Friday. I look in my check. Me check right before I said it. Right just now. Me just pick up the phone and check and saw that it was Thursday. So, I've been on the go for the past couple of days. So my days are just winding into each other. And I really thought it was Friday. Anyhow, this morning we have, I wanted to ask people just to see, do long distance relationships work? What are your thoughts on long distance relationship? And do you have any stories from your experience from a long distance relationship? I see out there where Sikka Rymes is now working with LA Lewis. For those of y'all who don't know who Sikka Rymes is, Sikka Rymes has many songs, quite a few songs, big songs too, with Vibes Cartel. Sikka kind of, he's in the industry and he's also now making his way to the forefront as a producer. However, he's the one who was working with Queenie at first, and then him and Queenie relationship went through some turmoil, I guess, and he drove him draft a Amari and the debacle at Sting. You could say he's probably the mastermind behind all that. Now I see LA Lewis and Sikka in the studio, and Sikka Rhyme says LA Lewis is next. Next to do what? Next to headline Sting, next next to drop a hit, next to boss and be big as an entertainer in the dancehall entertainment industry. It would be very good to see LA Lewis finally actually have a song, because they always call him an artist or entertainer. But I was wondering, like, which song LA has other than the song that the ripoff of Adele song, which was more like a parody comedy than than anything else. It would be good to see Trillionaire Records, because that's LA Lewis brand, Trillionaire Records. It would be. I don't know if you see the picture with LA with the whole heap of US dollars. It's garbage bags full of US dollars all over the floor of the room. May I say, yo, the man rich. I'm like really, really rich. Them times that me never know nothing about prop money. I thought I thought he was really getting like money like that, right? You never know. You never know. But anyways, N.A. Lewis is in the studio now with Sikka Rymes. So that's something to talk about or look forward to. Mervin the Point Jamaica Kerr says Sikka Rymes knows how to find the cousins. Sikka better be careful them don't label him a mad people producer. Yeah. Him better find some artists that will have substance and go with those. But in all fairness, this is the day that we're in, right? Social media and the debacles that happen on social media, them kind of thing that nobody ain't paying attention to. Constructive song, good artist and good performance. If an artist put his stuff together properly, come out and do a good show, most people will be like, eh, nice show. Move right along. Half of them won't even go find the artist on YouTube and say, let me go check out him YouTube. Let me go check out his Vivo. Let me go see if he has any other work out there. Let me see where he's performing next. Maybe I can purchase a ticket and go see a live perform. People don't really care like that. If you're not established already, you have to find some way to get into the game. And people care more about who sleeping with who drag off who for wig, who fling buckle after who, and who fight who on stage, and all these other things. There goes Amari. She's on stage with Mr. Winford Williams again. So that's grabbing headlines. And what Amari said yesterday, she knows how to take herself viral. Well, she also has a plan on how to capitalize off of that viral attention. Let's see how it works out. L.A. Lewis on a dancehall stage actually singing a song that is buzzing would be a nice change. Is it possible? I think it's very possible. By the way, Amari put out some disclosure, some kind of explanation that why she was the way she was on the Sting stage. And y'all gotta go over there and look and see it, because people still have talk about it, saying, I don't want to make this morning about that. But it's something to do with her taking so many different planes in one day, and her system is all out of whack, and it caused hallucination, and that's why her behavior was like that, and and all these things. Listen up. I see something going on with Amari, right? People are now putting up her pictures. And some people are saying, boy, she looks sick. Amari, you look sick. You need help. This is why you're always sitting down or laying down, because, you're ill. Seek help. You're the gastric bypass surgery, and then you lost the weight too fast, and then you're probably not eating right. All kind of something they're saying. The funny thing about that is they're now putting up Amari's fat days picture. She did plump already. She did round up already, right? They were putting up those pictures and comparing it to how she looked. No. You know what the sad part is? The sad part is the same people who used to say, why you not gonna lose some weight? Yo, that girl a fat and blah blah blah, and they always shamed her body, talk about how she shape and how she big like barrel and chuck, and how she fat and she a nyam too much and she dey a foreign too long and all this. I remember her doing a video where she was at the beach and she was frolicking around in the waves. She laid up in her bath suit, her bathing suit. Flesh a come from everywhere, cause she did well big them time there. Flesh a come from everywhere and thing. And she trying to do her music video. I don't remember if it was a part of Nico, you mash up my life, or one hour video them she was trying to do. And I remember the comment section, and I remember the people them calling her a beached whale and all other kind of stuff like that. See that? Stash said, I don't like that she doesn't like to put on a bra. Boy, the same people who used to say, Amari, big fat, need to go lose some weight, take care of yourself, are the same people now that are saying, boy, you look sick. Weight loss ain't for everybody. Gastric bypass ain't for everybody. Me see one person say yesterday, oh, boy, she used to look plump and nicey. That same person used to say, Amari look disgusted. Big, overweight, heavy self, needs to go lose some weight. And now she lost all that weight, and now you say she look sick. Before she did look disgusting because she did big. She pleased you. She lost all the weight, and now she disgusting. Now she's sick. Now you can't win. You can't win for pleasing people. Boy, me just hope say Amari, she put herself out there. She's in the public space, and when you are in the public space, you have to have thick skin. You have to be able to let stuff roll off your back. At the end of the day, though, these people are humans. So me don't know how she take it when she go sleep at night time. I said this on Instagram too yesterday. Y'all know me. Me not like chat about people picnic. I have picnic on my own and I get cross, miserable, angry. Anybody mention anything about my kids. So I saw a video yesterday. And the video had Amari's daughter in the video talking, and Amari, uh, it, it, you know the saying in Jamaica that they have when them said the chip not fly far from the old block. Yeah, it was like watching a replica of Amari. The little girl, me I said the little girl, somebody pinched me yesterday and said, SouFLo, she at 19. So that means says fair game. She passed adult age. So she's into adult league age now, stepping into adult business. So we can mention her a little bit. I still don't know. I'm gonna go light on this one because it's still somebody's child. She's still pretty young. Teen is still in the numbers for her name. So me not gonna go too rough this about. She's a replica. She's a replica of her mom. She looks like a mini Amari, and have the same level of like communication style, mannerisms, reasoning kind of thing. She's just a chip off the block for real. So I don't know. Maybe Sikka want to take she to and try to turn her in a star to give her space on a stage. Uh, I mean, everybody is getting their turn. LA Lewis, I get theme turn now. May I start wonder if I can cut an album too. I might be heading in that direction. Who knows? You never know. You never know. But them say when not dead, don't dash it away. But I think Sikka is taking the piss. I think he's taking the piss really. It's it's kind of like a joke at this point still, you know. But LA Lewis might surprise us. He might. Can we never say, well, yeah. Let me not start backtracking. Mad people there, move, move, move. LA might surprise us. And I think Sikka could also be on the flip side onto something. He probably can resurrect Gully Bop after this. I know say Gully Bop there cost me somewhere right now. Up under your mother, I'll eat that boy about resurrect. After me not dead, what you need for resurrect? Go resurrect your old. Go resurrect your dead wood. Go resurrect. You know Gully Bop is right. Can't mention him now without get cussed out. But to see Amari, Gully Bop, and LA Lewis on the same stage, I have to be careful. I want to say it, but I want to say it, but I don't want to say it. Because when I say things, they start coming through. And then, do I really want to see Amari on the same stage with LA Lewis, with Gully Bop? What would that sound like? Three of them on one song. What would that sound? What would that sound like? Call it Mad People Anthem. Yeah, mad people there. Move, move. Madness take over. Madness take over. Just call it a comedy show. The stash. Kaita Empress. Clown out. Pure mad. Oh, call it pure madness. Pure madness. Upon the pure madness rhythm. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Watch me now. Album would name Straight Jacket. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Curse says the album would be named Straight Jacket. And three of them, we're giving, let's stay there laugh, a multi-million-dollar ideas. These we are brainstorming right now and putting them out there. Sikka, if you pay attention, listen. Amari, on the same track, on the same single with Gully Bop, with scrape up the whole of them with LA Lewis. I don't know who are gonna play a lead role or who are gonna sing back up on chorus, or them can each get a verse, make it a 3-verse song, right? Let me see. Somebody just said Straight Jacket should be the name of the album, right? And the next person said, yeah, Mervyn the Point Jamaica Curse says Straight Jacket should be, write these down, Straight Jacket should be the name of the album. Clash of Who Madder Than Who. That would have been the follow-up at the end of the year. They would meet at Sting, but for a whole year, they could work this album leading up to Sting, the excitement, Make them do a project together and then have them fall out. So a 3-man people across each other on social media all year long leading up to Sting. See? They might get back together again and do a next one and then broke up again. It can't work. See you at Sting, right? See you at Sting. Me not go to sing because I can't sing and fight at the same time, and I wanted to fight. That kind of come back with that same energy there again. Three of them on the album cover in a them straight jacket. You know the white jacket with them like tie them hand behind them back, and it look like they're giving themselves a hug. Right, three of them like that on the cover of that album there. Bellevue might sue them. Them can't use Bellevue name. Best of the bed, mad sick, head no good. Yo, what I think if LA Lewis surprise we come out with like the toughest song in Jamaica. Like Valiant. Valiant are on the place right now with them track. Uh, I don't even know the name of the song. I was just in Jamaica just now and I just heard it everywhere. Like you know when the thing hot, when you're there yard and you think that's every car we pass, you hear it somewhere, you hear it out in the streets. It just so he's doing good with that, and I don't know the name of it still. That's right there, right? A situation happened yesterday, my friend, that we want to talk about, which is a more serious situation. LA song so nice. Crystal G, some of us have selective hearing, you know, and some of us have, we don't hear too good. And some of we don't see too good either. So we don't know if the LA song is nice. I tried to give it a listen, but my ears would not permit. So let's see if it is nice. Let's see if it is nice. Me did I try to listen to it. My ears never did a workout with it, so maybe are my ears. Sita, here's a picture of LA in the studio. Tropics posted, said looks like LA Lewis is ready to save dancehall, and there he was. He's in the studio, right? But the video. Well, me hear this part speak. Me no know. Me did hear it yesterday on my phone and me skip right past it because the whole idea, you know, some things you have to make marinate to the spirit. Something it sound different on the piece speakers. Wait there. And when me turn up, please mash up and rock up and burn up. I saw him say, all because cartel they are prisoners can take maternity leave. This happened. Somebody else said, sound better than Amari. Simple Kimoya says, please move this now. Next, Naya says, pack this up, please. Uh, next person said, it have a buzz. Is it me or does the song actually have a buzz? Next person said, this is the dancehall avatar. Yeah, so the fuckers start dancehall, start TPC, took clap. I saw them. Yeah. No, gunman, no, no, no. No, if somebody asks me if me know LA Lewis song, I can easily sing LA, LA, LA. Yeah, man, you know the one where I'm doing him LA, 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 cause we don't know no more song where I'm do. LA says he has hit songs out there and I've never heard one. See? Amari now, she with her self. You know, she didn't really look. Me see her yesterday, you know, she looked good yesterday, you know. She looked decent. Decent. Let me silence this though, cause Amari serious about her copyright. For she hear King of Kings, she will strike it, and YouTube will send her money. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, social.
Morning, fam. What going?
But there, man, long time not calling because work schedule change and I have to go in and work early.
I recognize the voice soon as you call though.
Yeah, man, but I just want to say, morning and bless up to the people that want to funny life and more everybody just have a good week and Merry belated Christmas.
Yeah, same to you, my brother.
But I just want to say, I just want to touch on the state of dancehall and like Amari and Queenie.
Yeah, talk now.
And I just want to say, boy, it's in a state where that's disrepair.
It gone.
Because the thing what I like with dancehall right now, right,
Mm.
is that you remember a couple years ago when an artist was you wanna like be a one artist in a like couple years or two artists. I never nobody a bust so rapid. And I think that's in any genre in music right now. Like how artists bust now you have Sking, the Jashi them, everybody just a bust. So every youth I get a chance now and that's due to the TikTok and you
Different
can
times.
probably like
Technology advance at different times.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel better man to produce a song back in ideas or nowadays you can buy a little laptop, build a beat and bust your own self. So like that say it's kind of a level playing field right now where you can really, kind of get a chance to put in music out there. You get me I say?
Yeah. Yeah. Independently.
But yeah. But the next thing I like now is that the message where them are sing.
Mm-hmm.
And people that normally say no, oh how ninja man them or such man them would have sing about them that sitting back in ideas. But I want thing I have to say, if you look on Vibes Cartel, for example, when Vibes Cartel sing about gun or whatever, at least the song is constructed properly.
Right.
At least it makes sense.
Right.
Them are youth are going to tell you, say, me take me money before me go kill your mother. Me sniff coke before me go do this. Me
Yeah.
take me water, gun, go kill boy. These are that them basically I say, it don't make sense.
Beer madness.
And then,
Is who is them but basically is who can outdo who with the shock factor. Everybody
yeah.
gathered up and them ring loaded and them a chop and murderer friend
And
them
what,
them both
what I
and
realize is that the young youth them in a dance and have no guidance.
mm,
But what I feel like is that it's a power play going a dancer with the music executives,
mm.
producers, disc jockeys, and artists.
Is that what?
Because power play in terms
Power
of
play.
yeah, everybody want have the power. You get me I say?
Mm.
And then someone I said, well, I mean I do that again, brother.
See it.
So like when a producer would have a power over an artist, then artists I say nowadays, no man, I do that. So every man I work with like a one producer. You get me I say? Nobody not versatile again.
You remember
Everybody
not to cut you off, but you remember when dancehall was at its sweetest point, you see? Sir, all the artists them used to voice upon a one rhythm.
yeah.
That alone make dancehall gone. First of all, somebody said yesterday, this is the reason why Afrobeats is blowing up like it is because the things we're doing in dancehall. No, Afrobeats cut its own lane, and Afrobeats is blowing up because Afrobeats is blowing up, not because dancehall is doing bad or because dancehall is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Why Afrobeats is? We don't have to drag down Afrobeats in order to exalt ourselves, or there's no fighting for no position there. Some people might try to pit us against each other, which is what the machine normally does, but Afrobeats is not dancehall, period. And
Mm.
Afrobeats, yes, has become bigger than dancehall. Sad to say, but that's what it is. And it's because Afrobeat songs are properly recorded, they are well constructed, and
Marketable.
and they are very, very marketable. The artist them image clean, and there is nothing in it that even insinuates violence. It's all about
Yeah.
fun. It's all about, enjoying life, and it's all about
But
being in
but
love and these kind of things.
but let me tell you so.
Yeah.
I think Sean Paul talked about it recently, not specifically Afrobeats, but he talk about dancehall and when him used to sing, right?
Hmm.
And he must say, the people them from America and these countries, them know why hear about no bus gun or nothing.
Right.
When them go
They
to
don't.
Jamaica, I know Skin or Jesse them a play about Mali this or Mali that,
Right.
When the man sing, just give me the light, you get me? I say, when
Hmm.
he sing temperature, when all these other veteran artists sing them type of song, they get
But
me?
even
I
the
say,
song,
them a tell about.
yeah, even the song with "Just Give Me the Light," one of the biggest dancehall track globally to this day.
Yeah.
That a ganja I'm a talk about, Just give me the light
Mm.
and pass the draw, hydro, weed. Just give me the light and pass the draw. I'm also a sing about consuming alcohol. Bust another bottle of more, but it's a party scene. It's niceness. It's enjoyment. Yeah, I mean, and I love, no one is gonna stop my flow. Them kind of
And
sitting there.
even
Basha,
the song with Sasha and yeah, isn't it?
yeah, that was a remake of a old classic, which people could already relate to because they didn't deviate far from the original, but him did put a whole heap of new spice to it. So pretty much he brought it back to a newer generation again, using what was laid before them already. You think so? We are deviate too far from the root of the thing, and that is why it's not exploding like it is. Because I haven't seen any international
Well,
stars come out of dancehall
let's be honest with now,
more
so if
than
you really,
3, 4, maybe.
if you really take a look on dancer, one of the last star we bust out a dancer and through the alkaline, right?
Mm,
And the next sensible star we just bust recently and kind of get a international scene already a skilly bang, isn't it?
Skillibeng, Skento,
And if you look, yes,
Skento,
Skeletor.
yeah.
But if you look at it really and truly, it's like I don't remember who was speaking about it, but in terms of the new fans in dance and internationally, right?
Hmm.
I don't know if he says no new artists nowadays bringing these people. Me feel say just the whole time artists such as the Vibes Cartel, the Alkaline, and the Popcorn. And I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, right? I know say
Hmm.
Alkaline and Popcorn because them are the two last, biggest that we really have.
Uh,
But just to show you Vibes Cartel big enough so flow and influential to the thing.
hmm.
Me personally feel like Alkaline and Popcorns really push dancehall forward in a no extent.
Popcorn more than alkaline. And the reason I say that is
Yeah,
because
in a sense.
popcorn has started to like travel the globe. Really, he's made multiple trips to Africa now. You see him bring Burna Boy come to Jamaica, and him and Burna Boy collaborated on other projects, and they performed together on the continent of Africa. Then to bring these big giants over to Jamaica, popcorn is more stretching it. Then of
More,
course,
yeah,
him
probably.
have things with Drake, and that's a whole
Yeah,
other.
I'm seeing go Ghana and them country there, and, the people really give him a good response.
Yes, busy signal. We
But
can't leave out busy signal as well.
but I just feel like dancehall in the last couple of years is just really not really getting a big push.
Hmm.
Like, how we talk about how we want to show to respect the genre and all them things that if you like drama and these how I show I really like on dance and so make people them respect for them need, we could create them one category or whatever.
Why? Where's so I say again?
No, me say when Jamaican people talk about them want the respect from the international scene in terms of like award shows and them something. These
Mm.
people are not looking at dancehall to give them respect at this point.
But what is there? What is
I mean
there?
nothing.
I mean, I see skill. Okay, watch this. Right. When I did a review on Skillibeng Wap Wap Wap, the first time I heard Wap Wap Wap, me in that chair here, and when me tell you say I don't have some reach because me laugh so hard. I was laughing till I was sliding out the chair. Cause me I said to myself, say, what is this? Like some gun song when it clap, wap 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 wap. I mean I said this can't go nowhere. But then me wise up and me said to myself, you know what? This is not my generation, so I'm not gonna put my input into it. I'm gonna see where this goes. As soon as my child heard it, they picked me walk around whole day, whap, 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 and I said, oh damn, it's catchy. And next
Yeah.
thing, and then we do the review, right? And I said, you know what? This might not be our taste of, but watch this thing I go blow up. See that? Go look and see how much it have now on
But you
YouTube
know,
and
I
where
don't
how
think the
far it
music
took him.
I don't think the music has to be people taste specifically, especially the older generation in a sense. It should be in a sense, you know, because obviously it's the younger generation and them are the future, the dancehall. But I think the music just needs to make a bit more sense. You get me? You need to be constructed more properly and all these type of things, you know.
And that's the thing. They're not dealing with sense. When it's music, uh if you're a cerebral person, you're gonna want music will make sense. But you see, when people are ready to go out to party, they're consuming alcohol, man, a bun some herb, who is snorting lines or popping pill, whatever them do for them vice. Nobody no want to hear constructive anymore. And they want to live in that moment. So, like how we have, if me I clean the house and me up, might put on some Bob Marley or some Burning Spear or something like that. And then when me know say now, when we're ready for chop a road and a party time, I will say, yo, Miami hot this weekend. We're going to turn up over there. We don't want to hear none of them tune there. We want to hear
Yeah.
all of the hardest hardcore dancehall song them that's hitting right now. That's going to move the crowd. That's going to give us a vibe that don't necessarily make any sense at all to us. I think the more your intelligence grow is the harder it is for you to lend your brain to some of this stuff, because you feel like you violate your spirit. I feel that.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel that.
But just my benefit also for but I just want to say, but so one little clip with I use when him chops what they go sting. And my boss left on the stage, I said, over here, so F off, over here, so F off. I sing my singing, you know.
Yeah, singing my singer. Somebody said, this is what you say when the crowd does not move to your music. But I want a song, right?
I want to sing, yes.
Me think I cuss him, did I cuss the crowd,
Boy, I'm that much because them.
He said, over here, so, pop, over there, so. Ah.
With Jamaican people, if you disrespect them with him carry on, I don't know.
Right, right.
But
So,
anyway, bless up SouFLo.
manners and respect, my brother. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, I don't know. I think as you grow and your intelligence increase, you just reach a different place in your life, I guess, where cause when you're young and don't care, when you're out here and you tell yourself, so me I go do all the mashup stuff in my young age. So when me reach older now, me can settle down and chill and be like, yeah, I don't really resonate with that, so I don't really want to hear it no more, kind of thing. Uh I think that's what's going on with a lot of people who are actually commenting on what's going on with the state of dancehall. Somebody said anywhere that Afrobeats is played, reggae is played there also. Would I like for you to like go in on that some more and explain? I've been in places in Europe, right, where only reggaeton was played there, and only this one particular place. It was a huge place in Germany. A one reggae song would play there, and it was Sean Paul, and it was "Give Me the Light." Just give me the light and pass. And every time them play that, the whole of we in there, because we were all service members. So everybody in there that had Caribbean background, no matter where we there in this 3-floor establishment, you would see people like making their way downstairs to that particular dance floor for that one dancehall song there. And it was only Sean Paul. They didn't play no other dancehall song. But you see, when they start after the Sean Paul, it would usually come like 20 reggaeton songs. Now we could say anywhere reggaeton play is where reggae play also, but reggaeton does not really associate with reggae, even though reggaeton derives from reggae. You understand? Most of them don't look back at reggae dancehall and say, let me work with the newest dancehall artist that's out right now. Nope. They more look at it like we have carved our own lane and we have our own audience, and we're not trying to share these numbers with you, even though we built our house off of your brick and mortar, your stuff, your material. But we ain't trying to share all this with you because the reggaeton crowd is huge enough. It's huge. There's a lot of money in it. The audience is big, and it gone global. Run gone left dancehall too. Who Bex Bex, but it's true. not here in Canada. I live in Toronto, Canada. Dancehall and Afrobeats are best friends. Well, and that goes to say different places, right? Different places, different things are going. We are talking about, and we're not talking about in a no liquor club, we are talking about big levels, like not your one DJ we are playing. We are talking about big levels like mainstream radio and that kind of stuff. Is mainstream radio playing dancehall music on rotation in Toronto? Stash? Who are the artists that are being played mainstream? Mainstream radio we are talking about, We're not talking about the liquor party them and club there. We have those. Who's the artist that's playing on mainstream radio in Toronto? Stash there, give me a talk. So who's the artist? I seen somebody asking if y'all keeping up with Rash Jada. Does anybody know about her? I would like to get an update on that. Thanks, I know what you meant. Every artist in Jamaica get played in Canada on regular radio. Really? Every artist in Jamaica get played in Canada on regular radio. What's the radio station? For my own self. What name the radio station for me, please? Cause all right, like in the UK they have like pirate radio station. The UK have like 1 million radio station. So you could be like, I'm on radio in the UK, but you on an underground radio. You on a radio where they literally set up illegal equipment and do them things and tap into the lines and broadcast illegally. And then sometime when police find them have to run left them equipment and stuff like that. I'm talking about mainstream radio. What's the name of the radio station? And that the one, or come on, go look it up. Canada radio station that plays dancehall. Canada dancehall radio, maybe. I'll look it up, but I don't know. G98 FM. G98 FM. All right, me I go look it up. Stash said all the Jamaican artists get played. That's a good thing. If that's happening in Canada, you see the Canadian Prime Minister, right? Ghana, Jamaica for vacation with his family after telling the people, well, I know him tell the people so anyways, but it is under his administration. They gave out a warning. Jamaica was under what you call it now? Emergency, something, state of emergency, and these places you should not go, and then him go. So even the people who are telling you not to go to Jamaica are going to Jamaica. Here's the thing. I just come back from Jamaica and I was gonna say this off the music stuff for a minute. I don't see the crime and violence when I'm there. I'm all over the place. I'm in a city crime and violence when I did it. When I tell you something, I go everywhere, I'm gonna jump out anywhere and everywhere. I do. I'm in a seat. So I don't know, but that's for another story because I'm not denying that it's happening because it sure as hell is happening. He's looking for something. Crystal G said he's looking for something. Every artist in Jamaica gets played in Canada on regular radio. That's a good thing. I know that the UK has a market for them as well. But we're not in the league of Afrobeats anymore. Dancehall paved the way, yes. Are we where Afrobeats is now? No. Are we where reggaeton is now? No, we're not. A lot of people would say Afrobeats come off of reggae, dancehall reggae. I don't know. A lot of people would say reggaeton comes off of dancehall reggae, but yeah, and yes, it does. That I know. Anyhow, Sikka Rymes. Them three people there. Gully Bop, Amari, L.A. Lewis, on one track, it named Straight Jacket. Three of them on the cover, in them straight jacket. And somebody said something about Asylum. Asylum could be the first single off the track, off the album Asylum. The next one could be called Everybody Mad Now. That's track number 2. Track number 3 could be track number 3 could be called. What a thing if Amari, Sikka, Amari, Gollybop, and LA Lewis actually put out something that is a hit, that is so big that they are in demand, so them start fly again. Fly out, gone, performing on shows overseas. When Skilly Ben get him award, the mobile award the other day, a lot of people were like, damn, didn't think that Wap 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 was gonna go that far. The man come out and say, something, something like that. Something like that. And the whole crowd said, wop, 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 wop. You hear wop, 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 wop. Yeah. Maybe it's time for us to start loving all aspects of our music and stop fight out the thing. Because the part of it that we're fighting out is apparently the part that the rest of the world is loving. You heard me? The part of it that we're fighting out because we are trying to polish down the thing so much and try make it so to fit this mode and that mode and clean it so and fix it there so. And that's what's actually working in other parts of the world. I don't know. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, good.
All right. Talk to us.
Okay. So no, this the whole dancehall thing of Afrobeats, reggaeton thing. What these like current dancehall artists need to understand, they have completely deviated from the formula. All right.
That's what I was asking before.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Okay.
So even like the beanies and the bounty and so forth, there was still a level of reverence for like the Freddie, for like the Bunny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was still a level like you could put a beanie and a Barris in a song. Even Popcorn in the song recently embarrassed because he's still got a little bit of that the roots to him. Like he's flexible.
Right.
A lot of these other artists are not flexible. The world don't want to hear about the low vibrational things y'all want to talk about. You have to change your lifestyle. If you have to go Bubble Hill and catch your vibes, if you have to sit down with the elders, if you have to saturate yourself in some Freddie McGregor, in some Bunny, you know what I mean, in some Bob or whatever you have to do to catch something that you can at least add to what you're doing, fine. Bust head, bust up head, kill mother, kill sister. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay? That is low vibrational music. Bleaching, low vibration. Cocky and pum for 5 minutes, low vibration. The world, we've already had 3 years of COVID, 3 years of low vibration. We don't want a low vibration anymore. People want to feel uplifted. People want something a reason to get up in the morning, to move on, to even when things are hard, they can persevere and be determined and know that there's something good ahead. Even look at the song, I Am Blessed. I am blessed.
Mr. Vega.
Good. And everybody hear the song. Music has a spirit. They catch it, I am blessed. Even those who don't feel blessed, in the moment they feel blessed.
True.
That's the vibes that Afrobeats have. It's happy, it's joy. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody say it will make your body hip move.
Yes, it make your body hip move. And not only that, they have not completely distanced themselves from their Africanness. It's still Burna Boy, as much Tatuapis as he is, the music is still very African. It still have that roots to it that the elders can listen and hear themselves in it. But when you completely detach yourself from a culture that your grandparents and your great-grandparents have built over five generations, 6 generations, and you come pick up slackness as the new ornament, the world don't want it. You're not going to go anywhere. If you want to make money, get back and saturate yourself into the roots. That's what everybody wants here. That's what the love is. And that's where the substance is. Nobody want to hear this other stuff. It's garbage. It might sound good to you because you're living that lifestyle, but outside of the slack lifestyle that you're living, nobody wants to hear it. And that's why it's not leaving the perimeter of Jamaica to really go anywhere. Maybe one or two songs will pop off. But you're not going. You cannot compete with an Afrobeats. You cannot compete with a reggaeton with those low vibration music. It's dead. It's death. It's walking dead. Nobody wants it. As long as they continue it, Jamaica's gonna be pushed and cast to the side. You're gonna have other people come to get the real vibes, just how them white guys did during the last Grammys, and they're gonna skip over you, who are the true inheritors of that sound and music, and they're gonna take your inheritance and move on and walk on to glory and to success. That's the problem. I don't know why they can't get that through their ears. All the stuff, maybe other low vibrational ghetto people want to hear it, but the world does not want to hear it. It cannot compete. True. So you have to change up something.
True.
That's it.
True. You never said nothing wrong. True. Absolutely. Yeah. I can truly relate. I'm gonna build on what you just said. Thank you. I appreciate you all the time. All right. Yeah. So like I said, right, she never said nothing wrong. Honestly. Listen, I've had this happen to me and I know it's happened to you guys before. Come and listen to all of the music them. So I'm in the car, right? I'm riding around in Miami. It's that time of the year. You let the windows down. You play your music loud. Anytime it start come to the song them with the one bugger this and up under that and inner this and bust out a face and you start to become conscious and turn it down because other people are driving by and they have their children in the car and you're saying, you know, it's noise ordinance stuff. One day a police pull up next to me and the police was like bobbing her head, but her hand was doing this. I may never see the hand. Me then they tell me music up loud because I was like, yeah, this white police woman into my music and I saw Boogie Yaga music me that play. I'll be honest. I was leaving Walmart. All right, but me hit the traffic light before I went out into mainstream traffic. She pull up. She was like, it took me a while to catch it. I was like, yeah, she bobbed to my music too. And then I was like, oh. Turned it all the way down and she shouted from over there. She said, if I can hear your garbage music from over here, that means it's too loud. Oops, on drive off, left me. I can hear your garbage music from over there. That means it's too loud. She called me music garbage, my friend. And I was playing that kind of a music that my grandparents would call boogayaga music. So, you know, I really don't think, and people across the world, they are more conscious. Like we said before, there are places in Africa and other parts of the world that have horrendous levels of poverty and conditions that they live in, socioeconomic conditions, and yet still they don't murder off and kill each other like we do and then make songs about it and glorify it and that kind of stuff. So they kind of look at, them kind of look at we like, damn, it set the music sets the precedents. People watch and they're like, yeah, them Jamaicans, they're violent as hell. And they make violent rap songs too, but I'm just saying, we're a small island, our murder rate is out the roof, and the music that we're trying to push to the front kind of has a lot of glorification in the destruction of our foundation. You see what I'm saying? So, and people are noticing that. It's not just us that's saying it. Them outside are noticing it. If you ask foreigners about Jamaican music, they will tell you also that dancehall. See, when Jamaicans say 90s dancehall are my favorite era, people say, you're old, man. I true you grew up in the 90s and that did happen in the 90s. Ask foreigners what's their favorite era out of Jamaican music. Most of them are going to tell you the same thing. You can't say I call them old. It's going to be because the music is still hitting for them from 90s. Some of them was just born around them time there when their music there come out. And today, that is their favorite era of our music anyways. So yeah, the world is noticing as well. And sister had a point. We can't compete with like Afrobeats and reggaeton by just pushing pum pum and body music and slap out face and chop, chop, chop. You know what I'm saying? We can't. One or two artists might go through, but that's about it. We're not gonna have this list of stars that we had a list of stars before, you know. Most of them artists that from the 90s are people who travel the world through dancehall music. Most of them could tell you they've been to more than 10, 15 countries across the world through dancehall music from that era, and they can name big names that they worked with in person. Like Beanie Man. Beanie Man can come and say, yeah, me and Janet Jackson was in the studio together. She didn't, my team didn't send the track over and she voiced it at her facility and sent it back to us. We were on set for the video shoot together. You know, prominent people wanted to be a part of our thing. Nowadays, they're probably just stay in the background. They're not really reaching out like that. Like, I want to work with him and him and him and him. It's not happening like it should. Like it should. So yeah, she have a very, very valid point. Mervyn the Point Jamaica Curse says, voice of reason, we heard that note from you. King Big says, I plan on going to Afrobeat in my Afrobeat a how in Miami Memorial Weekend. 90s dancehall can play around any and everybody. Yeah, because it did clean. 99% of it was clean, and even when they were talking about derogatory things, they got creative in the writing. Buju Banton said that. Buju Banton said, we don't have to put all them things here in the music like this and all. Basically, he was saying like just raw and cut so in it, like we can style it a certain way and you know still say the same thing, but get the message across in a different way where nothing is sweeter than hearing something that's supposed to be derogatory being given a pass to play on mainstream radio. Cause you know what I said. We of the culture know what he's saying, but the rest can't figure it out because of how he worded it, right? They don't really do that no more. People just go straight into the. But and again, I think it's the shock factor, and I also think that it's the times that we're living in. To shock anybody nowadays, you have to be really shocking, you know. You have to be really shocking. Can't nobody not shock again. Everything is on Front Street now. Everything is on Front Street now. Japan Styles, big up yourself. Japan Styles says Afro Nation will be on the same weekend as Best of the Best. Which do you think will do better? Afro Nation. And here's the reason why. Afro Nation is kind of new. So the people are going to flock to what's new. But here's another reason. I see more people gravitating towards, and when I say more people, I'm talking about mixtures of people. If you want to say race, creed, whatever, I see more gravitating towards Afrobeats than they are towards dancehall in its current state. So maybe it's going to be Afro Nation that's going to be bigger. Best of the Best is always good. It's always a big event. It's going to take a lot of work to get something to be bigger than Best of the Best. You know, Best of the Best is kind of like well established. For those of you who've never done it before, I'm telling you that this is a good time to do it. Plan your little plan. If you can fly out, plan from now and be there for Best of the Best in Miami Memorial Day weekend. It's a whole ambiance of an experience. It's not just, and stay for the whole weekend. Stay for the whole weekend. Don't just come in for Best of the Best and leave. Stay for the whole weekend. There are parties, yacht parties, boat rides, car shows, all kind of stuff. The place is like elbow to elbow jam packed, and then you have beach and you have, you know, people walking around. It's hot in little and nothing. It's a festive atmosphere, very festive atmosphere. And there's as much as you want to get into there, and you can still find quiet close by. So when you're ready to lock off from the noise, you just dip around the corner and you're good again. It's a good thing to experience. I'm telling you, I will be there. God spare my life. I'm there pretty much every year. So it's a thing that I look forward to. And you'll probably run into me if you're out there. But yeah, Best of the Best compared, Best of the Best is established. It's established. People have been planning their trips around this for years now. People have made an annual dedication to this for years now. It's a place where friends meet up for years now. You have some friend in Miami, some enough of we go to school in Jamaica together, haven't seen each other in God knows how long, right? Some of we live in Canada, some of we live in England, some of us live in different states in the US. That's that time of the year where it's like, let's go do Miami. And then top it off with best of the best. We're in one venue, enjoy the ambience and everything, dap up your friend, them spend some time, and everybody goes their way again. So it's that kind of atmosphere for best of the best. I say you should make it there. Kataja Empress says Afro Nation is not just Caribbean based, they have a global audience. That's what I was trying to say. That is what I was trying to say. And I know people are going to say that's all of a global audience too, because it does. But I don't think it has a big audience like Afro Beats and Afro Nation, that event. I've never seen that event. I don't know what it looked like. I don't know what the crowd pulls. It's set for June 28th, Friday, June 28th. Wednesday, June 28th, and it ends Friday, June 30th. Afro Nation will begin. So it's a 3-day thing. Best of the best is 1 day. Let me see the kind of crowd that they pull. Oh, wow. So they travel around and do this, because here they are in Portugal, and here they are in, them got to different places. So best of the best is just Miami. Afro Nation Ghana, Afro Nation Portugal, Afro Nation. This is a hell of a crowd though. I don't know. I don't know if you best of the best can Afro Nation Puerto Rico. Wow. It's huge. Popular festival relief. Sita, let me show you this. Looks like that. You see it? All right. And that's in Puerto Rico. Afro Nation has people flying in from all countries. It's a traveling concert. 20,000 in attendance and growing. It's a stadium thing. Japan styles. I'm learning that now. And honestly, before you said it, I knew nothing of Afro Nation. I might have to be there. This look well festive. Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, Yemi, but Chronix, Marshall Montana, Fabulous, all these people are mixed in with it too. This one has Shensi upon it, Cranium there, Jada Kingdom on it. I attend one in Puerto Rico. It was no joke. Was it Japan Styles? Was it like really packed? Was it what was it? Just talk to me in few words. Was it like really packed and fun? No drama, whole heap of enjoyment. No ear hurting lyrics. I'm gonna ask somebody to hit the like button for me, please. Just hit that thumbs up button. Beast Boy says 890 for something people viewing and only 200 and something likes. I saw it go. Yeah, the other night I was watching Sting. I was in Montego Bay, but I wasn't at Sting. I was watching Sting. I woke up at 2 in the morning to watch Sting, and there were YouTubers who went through the process of bringing Sting live to their audience. And I remember one of them had like 2,000 and something people watching it, and the brother was getting like 3 to 6 subscribers per couple of minutes. And I'm like, yo, They will come in, them will watch, them not say thank you for the service, them arguing in the comment section, them critique the show the whole time. I was in there critiquing the show too, right? I was in there saying, Lord, me feel like more I'm gonna sleep. This I know thing, this look like Rebel Salute. Maybe I need to mix a cup of tea and light some incense. And you know, when they're talking in the comment section, the people them wouldn't hit they subscribe to the man channel for nothing, and they wouldn't hit like and thumbs up for nothing. And he was there. I'm not a techie, so I don't understand how to do it, but I could have somebody show me how to do it. But I'd rather leave stuff like that for somebody else to do it. But he was able to stream Sting live from a good place where you saw everything that was going on in HD, and he was able to comment at the time and then wouldn't even give him a like. So yeah, we ask for the like and hit the thumbs up button all the time. Who hit it, who don't. Some people do forget. But thanks for reminding Bees Boy. Big up yourself. Kata Joy Empress says favor Nabanya need to be on that Afro Nation lineup. Me don't know them people there. I don't know those people, but I will go find out about those people. Japan Style says all types of people from Africa and a few people from the Caribbean, only to get bigger. There are Africans that flew in from every state and country. There was one Caribbean party and it did very good. All right. So it's that type of an affair. Yeah. And like I said, now, seeing this, it's a no-brainer. You're asking which one is going to be bigger because they're having it. I think that's going to be bigger because people are going to say, look at these crowds that this thing pull, rotted. People are going to say, listen, best of the best of every year thing. It was here last year. I went. It's going to be here next year. I'm going to go then. This is a traveling concert, right? So it might not, this might be its one time stop by and my chance to actually go. So people are probably going to, for that sake, you know, people want to try something new, that kind of stuff. I hope they don't cancel out each other though. It looks like Jamaica was well represented. Look at Jamaica at Afro Nation. You know, so we not everything. Anything I go on with the But the Jamaican flag was all over this thing. It's a good look. It's a good look. It's a massive crowd. Okay. It's a massive crowd. Stash says, like I said, best friends. Well, that's a good thing, Stash. And hopefully we can see more Afrobeat artists working with dancehall artists. But I don't think they're going to be running to work with the dancehall artists, them who portray mostly violence through their music, though. Yeah. People like Popcorn. Popcorn come from a different family, different breed, different group. He's very versatile. His catalog is huge. And him have a whole heap of different types of songs. You know what I'm saying? You will be hearing from me again. I will be holding a pool event, Afro-Caribbean thing. Peace and blessings. Okay, all right then. Japan Styles, please stay in touch. Because if you'll be there and you will be holding a pool event, that's my time of the year. And I want to be there. I'll be there too. I'll be there too. So stay in touch and let's see how this goes. I could vlog the event too. Kataja Empress says, OMG, he is super sexy. My husband don't like him. Bro. And that's why your husband don't like him, because your husband here, y'all call him super sexy. Also, different error. Yes, tell us. Annette Henry says, yes, tell us. So stay in touch with us, Japan Styles. Please. SouFLoTV at gmail.com. We could connect behind the scenes. Let me just put it on the screen for you and for anybody else that might need it. That would be some dope vlogging too, because I'm trying to tell people, I'm trying to sell you on this weekend getaway in Miami. It's mad. It's mad. And not mad in a bad way. It could be mad in a bad way if that's what you're into. Everything is there for you to get into whatever it is you want to get into. But you there for fun. I'm there for grown and sexy fun. That's what I'm there for. And it never disappoints. Stacey Ann Williams says, let us know as well. All right. I'll have to look into it, Cancer Nation here, so I can start my birthday off that Friday, June 30th. That's T95 South in the building. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. All right. Well, you heard it here. You heard it here. Link up Japan styles and let's do something. All right. All right. Keep us in the loop. When Popcorn sung the Clark song with Cartel, how old was Skeng? A good question. And where you get that new Clarks, the daddy? Skeng was probably in early primary school age. Yeah. In New York, they have a flyer for an Afrobeat concert Memorial Day weekend as well in Miami. King Big says. Well, he's telling us about Afro Nation, my friend, which is a huge concert. It's a traveling concert. Medea, look it up, and it's big. It's grandiose. I would love to be in this crowd. And if him say I have pool party around this time, a pool party event, I would love to go and vlog the experience. Nothing nicer when you're able to vlog an event when you're not under threat. A lot of people ask me, SouFlo, how come when you go to Jamaica, you know, take out your camera and go up on the road and talk to regular people and all these things? You sure that's what you want me to do? I think I would probably need security for that. But don't get me wrong, I get a lot of love when I'm in Jamaica. I get a lot of love when and like I said, I jump out anywhere, but I don't jump out with a camera. You see, when people know say you don't live there every day, they kind of look at you different, regardless of how you want to put it. So when I jump out in certain places and them like, yo, SouFlo, where you do around here? So big up yourself, man. You know, so I'm just watching this morning. This is the thing the way you talk about, and I'm heal up everybody. I'm talk to everybody from in the airport to outer road to I'm in the back parts of Montego Bay. Not talk about no tourist area, and I talk about the back part of Montego Bay. Me in some crevice and corner and jump out because me I look for grabber. Right? You never know grabber, I want some grabber to go with the ganja and these kind of things and like that. You know, where are the around here, so? And welcome to the place, man, and big up yourself and Ray. But I didn't jump out with a camera. See, when you jump out with a camera, Jamaican people are like a certain kind of way, especially if you jump out the places that I go with just boom. So I'm gonna have the time usually to go and soften the ground first and talk to some. You have to link up with the people on the ground. You can't just jump in a people place with camera, right? So I would have to go and link up with people on the ground first, talk to them, and then say, yeah, man, all right, so tomorrow, right? All right, everything good? All right, so tomorrow we'll come through with the camera and this is what we're going to talk about. And we're going to tell you behind the scenes, don't put the camera over there, so. Them I go one, who them for one? Yo, tomorrow, SouFlo got there around ya. Just make sure to stay to that side there. We already tell him to film nothing over there, so this, that, and the other. That's how it really run. You can lose your life out there. It's not a joke thing. It's not a joke thing. And I told people this before. I made it a point to make sure my face is my card. That's why I can't run and take people thing and twist it my way and then joke it out and then put people in peril and put people in a more mix up. So when them people that see me, them know say, yo, like the youth never disrespectful thing and them never said nothing out of the line that wasn't put out there already and all these kind of stuff. See? So that's the reason why, for those asking, how come you always come back from Jamaica? You got a lot of driving vlogs and 1 and 2 and this and that, but you never go like walk the street and talk to people. It's dangerous. That's why. You can't just jump out in a people place. So, and I usually don't have the time. I'm there for 1 week, 7 days, funeral I go on, this I go on, family business, that and the other. By the time you look around, it's time to go. So maybe I need to go and stay longer and actually, because that's one of my dreams. One of my dreams is to vlog 14 parishes of Jamaica, because I believe that Jamaica has my two biggest dreams, as far as this whole camera thing. 14 parishes of Jamaica, because 14 parishes of Jamaica have 14 different, distinct something about each one, right? Some parishes don't have no beach, them have rivers and streams, and you can go in there, and when you get in there, people will carry you, go to them spot. Some parishes cook different from other parishes, them spice them thing differently. They might all talk patois, but some speak it to a different level, a different degree. Over here, so this is the new slang, or this is what is being said. Over there, so not catch on yet. So I wanted to do that and jump parish to parish. The next one is I wanted to jump island to island and goes through the Caribbean, different Caribbean nations, right? Some of these start out reaching out to tourist boards and reaching out to people who are in positions of power in different Caribbean islands, to get that on the way. So we will see where that goes as well. So some island hopping and then some parish hopping around the island of Jamaica. That is in the plans. In the plans. Reggae clubs no longer just play reggae. Afrobeats are run also. And it works. Veronica Gale says, I am in Jamaica and it's nice. Yes, and when we did nice too. Up until it's always a sad affair coming back. When we reached the airport, it was like, I feel this kind of, I don't know if to call it resentment. I don't want to be ungrateful, because some people want to fly out and can't. Some people are stuck in their position, their situation, and can't get an escape from it to a place where they could have some opportunity to change it, kind of thing. And I have that. I remember my cousin saying to me one time, when I came down, I was like, boy, Jamaica nice enough all the time, always nice. And I remember my cousin said, yeah, cause you have a return ticket. You have a day to leave. And I remember us trying to get some things done in the process that I was there. Short time again, and me did a complain. And I was like, man, in the US, first of all, this is open 24 hours. Me can't get this all day anywhere. In Jamaica, it's like you have to wait from this time till that time. If you're going to pick up Western Union, the money run out, you have to come back tomorrow at Western Union. Your family send money, you don't have nothing there, you wait for the little money. You reach at the front of the line, money is done, you have to come back tomorrow. All kind of something going. That would not happen here. And I was complaining about those things, but I was still saying, Jamaica, nice. And my cousin was saying, because you have a return ticket. You go back to somewhere where it's better, where you have things run more efficiently and all these things. The people them that have to actually stay here, this is what they have to deal with, this frustration on a daily basis. So you get the luxury of being frustrated for only 15 minutes. This is our everyday frustration. And I was like, wow. It made me kind of look at things in a different, like, damn. T95 South says, I'm the same way. Start getting mad, like, damn, back to reality on the, on the drive to the airport. You feel like you just want to make a mad left turn and just disappear. But then, bills have to be paid and you have your other responsibilities. But it's always that kind of feeling when I'm heading to the airport and I'm like, start to put on this face again and start to put on this armor again. When I'm in Jamaica, the face comes off, the armor comes off, and as you're leaving, you're just putting it back on and put it back on. I gotta protect myself. I have to watch my head back. I have to worry about this now and that now. And as soon as I came back, first story I saw, 30-something times this brother gets shot by police, and it was a simple traffic stop. I think it has something to do with his backlight being out or something. And I'm like, look at this again. Like, me not worried about stuff like that when I'm in Jamaica, But these are the things that you worry about. And it's all, and just the freedom. Just the freedom. I think in Jamaica, you can be anybody you want because nobody not paying no mind, my friend. Nobody ain't paying you no mind. Shout out to Diamond. I walk past Diamond and the Rasta. I don't know if Diamond and the Rasta still together. I thought they had a breakup. Me, I follow social media like everybody else. For those of you who follow Diamond the dancer, Diamond attitude, yeah, and then Rasta, what she did there with, she had supposedly left him for some young boy that was a dancer. Forget what his name again. But anyhow, me shock. Me come out of Mega Mart and me see Diamond in our waist trainer or something. I go in a Mega Mart with the Rasta. Me and the Rasta, I make 4. And it's like, yo, me know that man here. Oh, and I saw Diamond right next to him. She never said nothing to me. Me not said nothing to none of them. We just walk past. Like, you know, everybody a star around here. We just go about business. The people that mess with you, people don't care. People who might know you be like, yo, SouFlo, where do you? Follow you, you know, man. Me watch you think every day, and I just sit here, me just look at me, just don't watch a one, so and so. But that's about it. It won't be no big anything. You can dye your hair pink. You can make your beard turn rust up. You can put on extensions by your eyelashes out to yassa. You can do whatever you want to do in Jamaica. It's like really, really free. Really free. Me feel the freedom when I'm there. Some people I said, no, hungry. I buy top people around here and starvation and sufferation, but me not say how. Jamaica loaded with food. Everywhere I look was food. Everywhere I look was food. I love all his songs with Chidima. See, me don't know them something there. Like that man, the Ras secretly gone back. She said when she just did her surgery, she had to call Rasta to bring her somewhere. Goddess Henry, I don't know. But me I tell you, me there Mega Mart, go shopping, and you can't style Jamaican either, my friend. Me there I talk about big a super Walmart grocery store. Jamaica have all them something there. Them not short and nothing down there. Anything you have a foreign, just know say it there. You're not gonna be missing out on anything. You're not gonna miss out on nothing. But anyhow, yeah, me I walk out and me see she and the Rasta, me I say, I wonder if the something with the dancer boy was a setup. Like she probably said, Rasta, suck on them big hickey up on my neck real quick, cause tomorrow morning me I do a video. You know the internet go already, man. So that might be what's going on. Maybe she and Rasta never left. Monster Boss. Big up Monster Boss. And I say, you know, do your thing while I forget your name and just chat on my brain can't work certain ways. But it's Monster Boss. Yeah, if the big deal was, oh, she could be his mother. Why she had do with them like a young boy and all these other things? And you know, them did a well-styled thing, the thing too. But that's social media and that's entertainment for a lot. Right after that thing with Monster Boss, them fly out like 50,000 times already. My last count of how many times she fly out. She gone England, she gone Canada, she back in the US, she here, she there, different states. When it starts to happen for you, you have to understand how to work this machine. See? So me don't know if it was all an act and she was still a Rasta put the hickey them on her neck and we go act like say a Monster Boss, or did she really break up with Rasta and she back with him again? Cause Rasta, me couldn't take her back, you know. Me in your business, Diamond, me couldn't take you back after that. Cause them hickey there, them did look insulting. Them hickey there would have make anybody who you did there with before vex. Them hickey there did big and disrespectful. But me never did remember seeing them do anything that would say they are together. Like me never see them swap tongue, you know. If me did see them swap tongue, feed tongue in a fair mouth, Monster Boss tongue in a diamond mouth, then me just say, oh, okay, so they must be together then. Now that I think about it, it was a whole lot of hug up and stuff, but we never really see no. She and the rest did left for true. Them did left for true. Boy, I don't know what kind of magic she work, cause Raswala and Pride and go back then. Or took her back, or she took him back, or them come back together. So I don't know. Rasta take back the AC from our window and have other woman. So Rasta didn't. All right, put me onto the story now. So hold on there. Cause me know them did break up. Where say Rasta did not behaving himself. Rasta did have other woman, and she burned him. She burned him feelings. She and Monster was together. When Monster they know. Because when Monster and Dama started dealing, he was all over the place, like front page, everything. And then him and Dama stopped deal, and then Monster disappear. So Listen, sometimes the liquor mix up good here, man. We can't just get up every day and talk about serious, serious, serious. Man, blood pressure we high. Man, we stress out, headache. Sometimes we have to go into the liquor mix up and thing. But I pay attention to the mix up too. Dama is legendary, you know. Dama part of dancehall from, you know, she and the way she look right now, she get a whole heap of them young girl here a serious run for them money. She said she went and got her body done. I don't think she got her body done. I don't know. Who says you? What says you? Stash say I love being Jamaican mix up. Oi, when we ready to go lap rack tail and pick up a cup of tea, my friend, and talk, oh, people business round here. Don't say I miss a son, because you never hear nothing from me. But let me tell you, son. Oi, hold on there. So, shout out to Sean Cassell. Sean Cassell says, hit the thumbs up button, please. Listen, I have a warning, right? I'm going to switch from that mix up there for a minute. I have a warning. I was the one that told my Jamaican brother them, sister them from years ago. I said the US authorities are coming to Jamaica. They're already there. Covert operations are run. They're on the ground, but it's going to become something where they'll start to confiscate the stuff that you have in Jamaica. They'll even take it away from your mother and your father if you try put it in their name, right? Soon you won't be able to hide your assets. And if you're a chap and you make money, you have to go bury it because you can't invest it in nothing because they're going to corner it and take it, right? When Uncle Sam step into the building, just understand that things are going to run differently. Jamaica is known to be subservient to the US in a lot of ways. So, of course, when them want things, them are going to get the things what them want. Now, they have decided to start working together. I told y'all, I said, extraditions are coming. Way before the extradition started, I said extraditions are coming. They're going to be handcuffing you. The actual words I used was you're going to get some silver jewelry, you're going to get some free bangle and some anklets, and them are going to connect to each other, and them are going to walk you down the tarmac and put you on a private jet. So if that's what you want private jet ride with free jewelry, and they'll take you to a hotel in the mountains, someplace cold, North Dakota, something, and you're going to be there for quite some time. So be careful what you do. Remember, some people did not tell me, shut the F up. Hey, idiot boy, you look like you want agent. I set them set your power away or them chip you or something. I used to get a whole heap of cuss out for it. And then when it started happening, SouFLo, you must be profit boy. You didn't know them something. Yeah. It wasn't profit. It was out there already that they were going to start doing it. But true enough, people now read and them depend on other people for them information. They thought I was just making this stuff up. And I'm telling them, say it's going to happen. Well, something else is going to happen now. Your days are numbered. And that's what the headline says on this vlog this morning. Your days are numbered. So for the longest time, we've been saying, why don't the Jamaica reach out to other more powerful nations that are investing so much billions of dollars in a Jamaica? Because everywhere you look, a new resort are built up, more beach get cut away and privatized. May I look for beach for go up on Christmas Day or New Year's? Christmas Day, I couldn't find a beach. All the beach them lock off. The people them have to swim which part Rockstone there. And all the tourists had access to the beaches, the prime part of the beaches, through those hotels that they go. So when you drive down in a Montego Bay there, all you see on the outside is the front of these hotels. You have to be booked in to be allowed to go through. And then once you pass through, that is the beach on the other side there. Big bar set up, everything nice in there. And the citizens them who are not, aren't booked into these expensive hotels, they have to go which part the whole heap of Rockstone them there in the water and where all the garbage is close by it and stuff. And I saw it. Even me and Shakira were like, yo, this look away. Because we are drive around and look for beach and our security guards are like, the beach close off for today for regular people. But if you go further down, and when we go further down, and that me see. So anyhow, What's happening right now? Let me read this article to you so you understand the fullness of this. The United States law enforcement now has on its radar key US players in the criminal underworld who continue to fuel the crime problem in Jamaica. All right. See, one time gone, it was this. I have my papers to fly out, live a foreign. So I can fly into Jamaica, orchestrate things, send down money, send down guns, send down wherever else, get a link, do this, do that, and me are the Don. But the Don don't live here. The Don live a foreign. So when anything happen on the ground, he's hard to touch. And he can call orders from overseas, right? Get who you want, get killed, contract killing, this, that, and the other. Well, the world has become smaller for you overnight. No. And people are going to say, why wasn't the US paying attention to all this before? If you go back and look, I told you this years ago, they're not going to start paying attention to this until what's happening in Jamaica is becoming more prominent here amongst Jamaicans. What are going on in Jamaica a spillover in the US now. Because man and man get them papers, right? Some people say, why them I get them papers? How they're getting it? I don't know. Not everybody appears to be a criminal when they come for a visa or whatever. Some people appear to be promising, right? A lot of them youth here, they're not dunce head. Them just take up a certain kind of lifestyle. So they're educated to a certain degree. Some of them have skilled trades and other things, which allows them to get their visa and then fly out and then they're foreign and live and think. They're now thinking how to flip their money back into the cocaine trade in Jamaica. They're now thinking how to form a gang and how to make money run and to kill who, to get killed and this and the other. Man, a dash away for less than $100. So what you think a 500 or a 1,000 or 1,500, 2,000, 5,000 US dollar can do when a man stay over Yasso and put it by your head in Jamaica, you gone and your family members gone. That's a whole heap of money to a lot of people. You understand? So these people were hiding out in the US for the longest and causing mayhem and controlling the mayhem in Jamaica. Now, this disclosure, the Homeless Administration handed over a list of names to Washington earlier this month. A list of names through their investigation in Jamaica. I mean, I don't want to hear y'all talk about nobody now say nothing, all that. No, man a talk. Man a talk. I've seen where everybody is gangster, everybody is tough until police hold them. Man a talk. So man's talking, information is being gathered, intelligence is being gathered, and a list of names of people that do exist. Nobody feel like them only make up 10 names and put on a paper, and now the American authorities are off looking for 10 people who don't really exist. That ain't this kind of story. Remember, me tell you, extraditions are coming both ways. This is where it's going. So you start to decide now. You get the opportunity to fly out. You're in the US, you're there, live your life, right? There are other opportunities here you can explore. You can really, truly become somebody. If you're entrepreneurial at spirit, you can stay and build a business, a legitimate, real business. And you can create generational wealth and build real foundation. You want to frig that up now? All right. They're on you. They're on you. The crimes you commit in Jamaica and then run come afar, and you will be extradited back to Jamaica to go face those charges in Jamaica. Yes, some people are going to say, but in Jamaica, they don't give a lot of time. Oh, no, sister, they might change up the law, them. Huh? You don't see that if you get caught with a firearm, is 15 is where they're starting at, and it's a mandatory minimum, which means that the judge themselves can't even say, well, let's take into consideration that he's only 19 years old and that we never catch him doing anything before, so let's take off another 2 years off of that right there, and that gone. That gone. All right? They're changing it up and they're building new and more high-tech prisons. They're working alongside the US authorities. When I tell you that this whole thing is about to come crumbling down, it is. So anybody out there who are going with your big badness and feel like you're untouchable, just know, sir, they're on you big time. You're hot right now is what we call it. Change while you can. Run left it while you can. Because nobody know why hear your sub story later. And believe me, there's going to be a sub story. Anytime Uncle Sam put him foot in a something, remember me tell you, anytime Uncle Sam put him foot in a something and start distribute his agents, anytime it becomes priority for them, take away yourself. You're not going to win. And you're not going to escape. All right? Now, this disclosure was made on Wednesday in Wednesday's Office of the Prime Minister media briefing, at which Prime Minister Andrew Holness declared state of emergency again in St. Catherine, in Clarendon, my place, St. Anne, St. James, Hanover, Westmoreland, Brains Place, Shakira Place, and sections of Kingston and St. Andrew. We went to pretty much all these places when we were there. Shout out to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They were everywhere. No, me feel proud. Me feel proud. If them do good, we have to say them do good. When I was in Jamaica just now, me talk about, and it's the first I've seen this, they're moving in undercover cars when I have no markings on them they're on bike. Some bike where you would, I don't know if they're confiscating stuff from, because they use those tactics here in the US. They'll confiscate a car from a known drug dealer here. One of them box Chevys sitting on 30-something inch rims, chopped special, dunk it, and there'll be some undercover agents riding around in it. And what they're seeking to do is everybody that he associates with, soon as they see his car, they're going to be like, oh, yo, Debo in the area, son. Yo, Debo hit me up. Yo, what up, Debo? And them start trailing like that, using them money sitting. I don't know if that's part of the tactic they're using in Jamaica, but this is the first time that I've actually seen them everywhere. I mean, they are ATM. I'm at an ATM in a mobile there, and a car pull up, and the car little and look like, one little tiny car that's tinted pitch black, all the windshield tint up. And the brother were in it look like him lay back like this, but I can see into the car that he's wearing a balaclava. Everything cover up, only the eye. So as me see that, I draw my card, I go around to the driver's side of my car, and I start getting out the car, right? Because I tell myself, say, oh, it's about to go down. Because why somebody pull up right behind me like that and just stay there in that car, just a looks up? When the brother jump out, is a full suit of blue and him in a uniform. But from the neck up, this man looked like a criminal, and I was about to get robbed or get the worst, right? So they're everywhere, and I like the fact that they were everywhere, not just in Westmoreland and not just in St. James, but we were in Westmoreland as well. We were in Clarendon as well, and all the places in between as well, and they were everywhere. Them in the mountains, them are come out everywhere. So big up to them. They're stretched thin, and their job is not easy, but them are do it to keep the people safe, right? It's done for you. It's done for them, my friend. Kaitaja Empress, it's done for them. This disclosure was made on Wednesday, right? As the Prime Minister is calling another round of state of emergency in Jamaica again. Andrew Holness at the same time signaled his intent to use the US laws to interdict criminals in that country who are influencing local crime as murder and so on and so forth. This year have already surpassed 1,463 recorded murders. 1,463 recorded murders. Pass. That's this year. As at 9 a.m. Wednesday, the country recorded 1,481 murders, homicides. That's for 2022. That's a 1.2% year-on-year increase, with just over 3 days left, or now 2 days left, for the new year to start. And them not stop. I had a report this morning that said, even though them come out and warn you and say 15 years is the minimum, man said them still a carry them gun. Okay. I think they've caught like 79 people so far, which will all be tried under the 15 minimum in possession of that firearm that is not registered to them. 79 already. So it look like the people them make up their mind, say a prison them go, right? All right. Uncle Sam is in your area now. Andrew, don't hand over the list. That's one list. Your people them on the ground is talking on you. Get paro. Start move smart. Your people them on the ground are talk on you. The list gone. They're on you. They're on you here. Don't feel like you're safe in the US no more and feel like them don't know what going on and me really run things around and so lane down in Jamaica. They know, my friend. They know. The partnerships have usually been our partners utilizing our laws here to interdict criminals in which they have an interest. Holiness says what we have said is that we need to utilize these existing partnerships to be able to interdict criminals in foreign countries as well. He said that the list of names of US-based criminals that the police have been tracking and have certain intelligence on has been submitted to these agencies. Do I need to spell out what agencies these are? Or you know what the agencies them is already? The entities are now currently doing their work to get to you. Because some on the watch. So I talk directly to you to get to you. I don't want to say too much, but you will see the results of these efforts shortly, is all he had to say. Warning. Warning. Don't wait till them bangle you up, brother. And your hand bangle them match your ankle bangle and it's strapped around your belly. And then you did it, talk foolishness to yourself. In the meantime, the Prime Minister said that while there has been reasonable success in controlling the number of murders leading up to the Christmas season, the threat levels are ongoing: gang conflicts, contract killings, organized robberies of businesses, hijacking of goods in transit, and various scams that lead to the loss of lives, among other things, remain elevated and extensive. That contract killing something there is no joke. The little ninjas them decided that here's another way that I could make some money. You really hate your sister, you can't stand her. All right. Me no know her, me no have no attachment to her. Me I charge you this much. Give me it and me dash her away. Even siblings are using them to wipe out their own family members. Businesses, competitors are wiped out this way. See a businessman get run up on and them gun him down. A lot of the times it's competing businesses. That's like move that. It's a serious thing in Jamaica. You don't have to do anybody anything. Your people don't like you, them send a contract killer come for you. Right? And that's one of the things that's mashing up the place, of course, along with the gang stuff and them fighting over territory and turf and all this. And you might be wondering, and they're not going in Jamaica so big, what am I fight over? Have y'all been paying attention to the cocaine trade going through Jamaica recently? Y'all been paying attention to that? We've been doing this for years. Have y'all been paying attention to who is in control of our ports? Now, both airports included. Go back and watch my video them. When that happened, I said, here it comes. Here it comes. And Sita, just do Jamaica news within the past 2 weeks alone. The amount of huge cocaine shipments that have been found, confiscated, held. So if you're wondering what these gangs are fighting about and what, yo, when I say Jamaica nice, man, Jamaica nice, man, sometimes you look past something and you see who have it. And you say, me no red eye people things, me just pay attention. And you look on it and you say, the man don't have no work nowhere. The man don't have no business nowhere. Man fly up the road in a red BMW, ying, and come back in a green one, yeah. And fly back up in a yellow one, ying, and come down in a Porsche Cayenne, yeah. And you're like, what? Them own a car dealership out there like in a shutters. When my boy they say, oh, own a car dealership out there. See how you fly up in a one and come down on a yellow, orange bike. Not no yang neither. See some rotted house where some youth have round there. If you think them boys are fighting over nothing and killing over nothing, There's a whole lot of money going through that place, boy. A whole lot. But yeah, Jamaica need help with that. And we've been saying that. But I was always skeptical as to what help we're going to get and who we are getting the help from. Because you know, nobody don't help you for nothing. And sometimes you call people for help and them end up take over your thing and I run it and put you in a subservient position. So those are the things we were worried about over here. Anyways, I'm letting you know, stern warning, that it's official. They're talking on the ground. Intelligence is being gathered. The names are going out. And they're working, not just in Jamaica. So when you do your dirt there and fly in, or when you call in or texting or however you do it or sending message, just know so you're not safe here. You're not safe, yes, sir. When your people them get pinched, that's up, them all call your name. When them call your name, they're coming to see you here. When them come see you here, them are gonna bungle you up and put you on that free flight there and send you go back there. Let me close this video by saying this. One of my biggest fears ever was going back to Jamaica under shameful conditions. I'm from a different generation, and I was raised by real grandparents, right? My grandparents never in them 30s and 40s. So them didn't have time to be grandparents. I always was worried about bringing shame to my community, bringing shame to my family, being disgraceful to my former educational institution, big up Knox College, Knox Prep, big up Moravia Primary, my foundation. I was always concerned. Me, if you go back in a handcuff, I shuffle my foot them so, and look down, shame so. Disgraceful. And I still see it as disgraceful today. So I'm encouraging you out there, listen, the stakes just got really, really, really high. I did quite some time in this US military. There's certain things that I just can't say to you. But if you see me come here, come tell yourself, the stakes them really high right now. Part while you can. Okay? Otherwise, we look forward to talking about you because you will surely make front street with this one. With that said, big up on yourself, manners and respect, work hard for what you want, try to live a clean life. All right? Love to each and every one of you. And we'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. Today is Friday. Today is Thursday, December 29th. Here she ball out. Here wife around there ball out. But today is Friday. You see, if you did up to her, I would have come on this morning, come talk about it's the freaking weekend, babe. At Thursday. Say hey, Papa. Say Jamaica was that vibe.
Jamaica was that vibe.
Hey, I'll see y'all later. I'm out. Peace. Stay safe.
Peace.
Peace. Look at my princess.
Peace.
Peace, Bobby.
Look at my ring. And cat. With my tail.